Hey guys, I am back and I'm gonna do a quick kind of get ready with me while I get ready for work. I'm gonna be using the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I don't think I've used this on here yet. I really like it and it's easy to use. So I'm gonna start with primer. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This one is the one that compares to the Tatcha primer, and I do love the Tatcha one, so I'm giving this one a go. This one feels a little thinner than the Tatcha primer did, so I'm just putting it in my T-zone where my pores are. Already moisturized. And I'm also going to be using a new foundation today. I'm going to be using the Milani Screen Queen in 220. This is a new foundation by them. It's supposed to be digital blue light filter, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to take that on my Morphe sponge and just kind of start blending it onto my skin. I haven't heard anybody talking about this foundation. I just saw it when I was at Walgreens the other day and I thought it looked interesting. Figured I'd give it a shot. I like the other Milani foundation that's like really super full coverage. Blending it down my neck, just around my forehead. So I used about probably 2 or 3 pumps and it's looking probably medium coverage, I would say. For me, I'm gonna see if I can build it up a little bit with maybe one more pump. I have a lot of redness around my nose and on my cheeks. So that's where I want the most coverage usually, to help kind of hide that. Yeah, that looks better. So it can be built up to be full coverage. So that's about with 4 pumps. So that looks pretty good. Today I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer under my eyes. This stuff is thick and does not budge. I know a lot of people compared it to the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't really think that it's very much like the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just blending this where I want it to highlight. And I use my concealer as my eye primer, so I'll just put it on my eyelids too and blend it up. I've never been a big fan of eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna take some of that foundation and kind of mesh it with that concealer, since it is a little bit on the brighter side. For setting powder today, I'm going to use my Fenty powder in butter. I'm just going to take it on my beauty sponge and kind of tap it in under my eyes. On my chin, around my nose, on the center of my forehead. And then I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill powders. I'm going to take Carrots, which is my favorite, on her #1 brush. Dip in that. And just kind of go around the perimeter of my face. Okay. Now I'm gonna move on to brows. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay brow blade today. This is in Brunette Betty. This does not have a spoolie on it, so I'm gonna take one of my Morphe brush spoolies and just kind of brush through my brows. And then I'm taking the pencil end. Just kind of shaping out my brows. All right, and now I will go in with that spoolie again and kind of spoolie them out a little bit. And then I'll go in with the pen side and just kind of do light strokes. I'll lightly go in with the spoolie just to blend out. All right, so now let's go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this one over here called Honest Truth and use it as my transition shade today. And I'm going to take that on an M504. This is just like a nice light peachy shade to lay down as the transition, because I'm gonna probably do something a little bit brighter today. Okay, so now that that is laid down, I'm going to take my Morphe R37 and I'm going to take this one right here, Mr. Diva, just to kind of darken up the crease a little bit. So I will blend that out a bit with my original brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a JS5 and I'm going to take Self-Made, which is bright pink, and go in the crease with it. I'm just tapping it in that outer corner to get the most color payoff, and then I'll slowly kind of take it up into the crease a little ways. Again, tapping it out in the outer corner. And slowly start blending it up in the crease. And I will go back in with my R37 brush and kind of blend that out. All right, now I'm gonna go in with a M513. This one was from the Pride collection. And I'm going to take Pink Fleet, which is this purpley one right here, and kind of put that in the same spot as I did that Self-Made shade, but I'm going to do it a little lower. And I'm kind of just going to focus it on the outer corner. And again, go in with that R37 and just kind of blend. Okay, now for the lid, I'm going to take my MAC 242. Love this brush, a little bitty goodie. I'm going to take some Fix Plus, and I'm going to go in with her Don't Know Her, which is bright shimmery pink over here in the corner. I'm going to kind of put that all over my lid. Starts it with Fix Plus. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 up here and use that same brush. And I'm just going to kind of pack it on the center of the lid. Just to give it a little brightness right there. All right, so now to deepen up the outer corner, I'm going to take a JS6 and I'm going to take Mongol and put it in the outer corner. I'm literally just stamping that on the outer corner and kind of blending it around. And then I'm gonna take this M513 and just kind of soften it up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to take just a powder brush and kind of brush out any fallout out from underneath my lid. And I'm going to take this Morphe M152 and I'm going to take that Mongol shade again, and I'm just going to kind of run it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a E18, which is a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into Honest Truth, which is that first shade we went in with, and I'm just going to kind of blow that out a little bit. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. This one is just by Smashbox. It's called Fishnet. It's the Always On Gel Liner. It's just black. Put that in the outer fourth of my waterline on the upper and go all the way on my bottom waterline. All right, so now I'm going to take what's this one? JS10 and just kind of highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. And I'm gonna take Designer Label. My inner corners. And up on my brow bone. All right, so let's go in with some bronzer. This Pretty Vulgar one in Bronze Mannequin, it's 113. I've found a bunch of Pretty Vulgar stuff at TJ Maxx and I really like it so far, so I'm gonna take it on my Jeffree Star Morphe brush. Whew, that's a little much. It's all right, we'll blend it out. Blend it up onto my cheekbones. Forehead, down my temples. And I'll take it on my neck. All right, and I'm gonna take that butter powder, Fenty, on my sponge on this end of it and just kind of bake a little bit with it. I don't usually bake, but I went a little crazy with the bronzer, so. Okay. For blush today, I'm going to use kind of an oldie. This is Flaming Chic. It's one of the extra dimension blushes. You can't get it anymore. I don't think it was in a special collection. So it's kind of old, but it's one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna put that on my cheekbones. Next, I'm gonna take a Morphe. This one doesn't have a number. It was from a collection that I bought at Ulta one day. And I'm going to take some Morphe powder in Filtered 9. And I'm just gonna kind of contour my nose a little bit. I really like these Morphe powders. I have them in the lighter shades to set my face with, and then I also have a couple of the darker shades to bronze and contour with. And for highlighter, I am going to take this Desi Danger highlighter by Morphe. It was with Desi Perkins, I think is her name. And I'm going to take it on this Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the number 2. And I'm just gonna put it on my cheekbones, above my brow bone. It's a very pink highlighter, so it'll go with our look today. Alright. And last, we'll do some lips. I'm gonna take a brush and brush away this bake. Oh, and I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna use this Morphe Jeffree Star one. Put on some mascara. I have ordered one of those little handheld fans, electronic fans, so I don't have to sit here and just fan myself constantly. All right, so now I'm gonna put on just a little bit of lip balm while we do some mascara. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes. Alright, and for mascara, I'm going to go in with this Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is a travel size one, but I really like this mascara, so I'll probably end up getting the full size. I have way too many mascaras open at the moment, so I'm trying to power through some of the older ones. All right, now for our lips, I am going to take the Morphe Mimi liner. And then I'm going to take the Jeffree Star and Morphe liquid lip in Mannequin. And that is just about it. So a little bit colorful today. I really like it. Pink is my favorite color, so of course I like to use pink eyeshadow a lot. So I'm gonna get off of here and go get ready for work. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.